Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss about the break and continue statement in the Python. Introduction to break and continue statement in Python. In Python, the break statement is used to exit a loop prematurely. This continue statement is used to skip the current iteration of a loop and continue with the next iteration. And these break statements provide control flow within loops and are useful for handling the specific conditions. So here we can see the break condition example in the loop statement. We are using the if condition, then we are using the break to next for the next iteration of in the program. Let's discuss the break statement in deeply. When the break statement is executed within a loop, it immediately exits the loop. It is commonly used to stop the execution of a loop when a certain condition is met. The break statement can be used in the for loops, while loops, and nested loops, and so. In this example, we can see we can see in the for loop we are using the break condition for value 1 in the sequence and for value 2 in the sequence. We are using the if condition to break the statement. So we are using the break statement here to exit from the loop. And some examples of the break statement. In this example, so we can see that in the figure we can see the example. In this example, a for loop iterates over a list of numbers. If the number 5 is encountered, the break statement is executed and the loop is terminated. This prevents the loop from continuing to iterate over the remaining numbers in the list. And next statement is continue statement. The continue statement is used to skip the current iteration of a loop and proceed with the next iteration. It is helpful when you want to skip certain elements or condition within a loop. This continue statement also can be used in for loop, while loop, and nested loop, etc. So here we can see the example for the continue statement. So for value 1 in the for condition we are using the continue statement. For value 1 in the sequence we are using the if as a condition to continue. So we are using the continue statement to skip the condition loop to the next condition. And in the while loop we are using the condition statement to skip from the while loop. And some examples for the continue statement. So this is the flowchart for the continuous statement program. In this example, a for loop iterates over a list of numbers. If a number is less than a 0, the continue statement is executed and that iteration will be skipped. The loop then continues with the next iteration effectively excluding negative numbers from further processing. So here we start the step for the loop condition. If the condition is true, we are continue to the body loop, and if it is a pass, loop will exit. If we are using the statement, it will go to the exit state. And now let's discuss about the difference between break and continue statement. The break statement exits the loop entirely while the continue statement will skip the current iteration. And the break is used to stop the loop prematurely while continue is used to skip the specific iteration. Both statements alter the flow of control within a loop but serves different purpose. So we can see here like keyword break is used in the break statement, and in the continue statement we can use the continue statement or continue has a keyword. And in the break statement it terminates the loop. In the continue statement it jump to the next iteration in the loop. And in the break statement we are using it has a switch case and looping statements. Continue statement is used in the looping statements only. We are not using in the switch case. In the break statement, control transfer outside the loop. In the continue statement, it remains the same in the condition. And the best practices for using the break and continue. Use break sparingly and only when it is necessary to exit the loop. We are using only the break when it is necessary or when we need to exit from the loop only. To ensure that the break or continue statement is placed within the appropriate condition. Avoid using break and continue in nested loops that can lead to complex control flow. And common pitfalls to avoid in the break and continue statement. Forgetting to include a condition for the break or continue statement can lead to unintended behavior. Using break or continue excessively can make the code less readable and harder to maintain. Not testing the code thoroughly with the different inputs to ensure desired behavior when using the break and continue statement. And alternatives to break and continue statements are, in some cases, refactoring the loop logic or using other control flow statements like if else can be better alternative to break and continue. So in the break and continue is usually used in the if else statements. Considering using list comprehensions or generator expressions to achieve the desired results without the need for break and continue. Refactoring the code to separate concern or using function can also reduce the reliance on break and continue. So here we can see the flowchart or algorithm of a break and continue statement. So first we are entering to the loop and we can test the loop with the expressions. If it is true, it will continue. If it is false, it will jump to below loop. And if continue is executed, it will again go to the testing of the loop. Or if it is continue is not used, it will remaining in the body loop. Coming to the conclusion part, break and continue statement in Python provide flexibility in controlling the flow of loops. Understanding when and how to break and continue can improve the efficiency and readability of your code. By following the best practices and avoiding the common pitfalls, you can leverage break and continue effectively in the Python programs. Thank you.